Hi Aquarius, welcome back. My name is Lightworker Whit and I'm so excited to deliver your reading for the month of May 2024. If you're new here, what we're going to do is we're going to look into what lies ahead for you for the month of May, general forecast, okay? And then we're going to get into your love and career. And those readings are going to look like what to expect, the unexpected, theme of the month. But we do have a new moon on May 7th in Taurus. So I want to give us something to look forward to, okay, for that new moon message. So let's get an oracle card on what we can expect for you, Aquarius, on that new moon. I also like to pull oracle cards because it really rounds out your reading. It really kind of gives us closure and kind of puts everything in perspective, if you will, for me. Kind of puts a period on it. Is that your card? I don't know. Let's see. I like jumpers, if you guys don't know by now. I like jumpers to come out. Here we go. I feel like another sign got this, but let me see. Let me check. Did another sign get this? And maybe there's just some, yeah, a Taurus got this card. I'm going to pull another one. I would like ideally for... Oh, now I got two. Come on, Spirit. We're going to have to decide for us. I would like, ideally, all of the signs to have a different message. But sometimes I do, you know, if two signs have the same card, yeah, I like that for you. If two signs have the same card, then I let it go. So, I'm going to read the message for that oracle card from the guidebook at the end of your reading, okay? So let's just stay tuned for that. I'm not going to tell you what it is. All right, please remember that this is a collective reading, so receive what resonates, release what doesn't, okay? And if you would like your own personal reading, all of my links are below. You can schedule that at any time that I have available, okay? I probably need to update my calendar, actually, with some blocks. I need to block off some time now. I'm going to make a note to do that before I forget. I have like 30,000 to-do lists, y'all, like for real. All for different purposes. Ooh, that would... Wait, I just got an idea. Okay. The energy feels heavy. Why is there always a situation with a lover with you, Aquarius? There's always... Now, if you're like, Whitney, there's nobody. This could be you and your higher self, but it feels like there's a love interest here. Gemini energy coming through, not King of Cups, water sign, Justice coming through. Maybe seem like a reconciliation almost. But let's see. And two of Cups could be with a friend, with a job, with a partner. You know, could be anything that involves a partnership. I'm just going to start my timer here so I can stay on track and not gab away. Let me just take a moment to look at this. You know, for the past couple months, I've been telling you, Aquarius, that you're stepping into leadership, and now you're fully there, right? So now your assignment is to get comfortable with it. Interesting that we have the Four of Cups here as major accomplishment. Interesting. There is this need to, you know, your reading feels like, okay, I'm going to put this in terms that I understand, so maybe you can understand. You ever like experience a new boss, right? And they're just kind of like trying to learn the lay of the land. That's kind of you are right now. Like they're the new boss, they're not so eager to like come in and change up their whole team because they don't know the strengths and weaknesses of their current team. That's kind of what you need to do right now. You need to kind of just observe. There's an observant energy. There's a quiet leadership that you need to embody this month, okay? Is what it feels like. All right, let's get in. Current self, Seven of Pentacles. This is just you planting your seeds, taking your time, step by step. You're getting to where you're going. You're step by step. You're growing the garden that you want to eventually harvest. Okay. Theme of the month is King of Wands. Now, for some of you, this is going to relate to a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I feel that this represents mostly you and your ability to now lead and be the one that others look to for guidance and leadership and in some capacity in your life. This mostly feels professional to me, but you know, it could relate in different circumstances. Key goal to pursue for you this month is going to be the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is about winning at all cost. It is honestly, in my opinion, it is the card of selfishness. And that might leave some people hurt. Okay, but this is a season, Aquarius, where you have to go get yours and you really can't worry about anybody else. This is survival of the fittest right now. It is survival of the fittest. So don't be so caught up with, well, I guess I'll share and I guess I'll help. That has a time and a place. Sharing has a time and a place. It is not this season for you. Okay? Y'all ever watch that show? I don't really remember what it's called, but it's like a game show on Netflix, and it's like all of these young people get invited to like this huge, beautiful villa, but then some people get voted off and they have to like go camping in the woods. So each day or like every other day, they have to like vote who gets to stay in the villa, who has to go camping. And it's interesting how these different people make these different alliances to kind of get themselves back into the villa. That's kind of you right now. You can't really be worrying about, oh, well, I want you to go. Meanwhile, you know you're starving and you haven't had a shower in 4 days. No, you need to do what you need to do to make those alliances, make those relationships to get ahead. That is your focus right now. Okay, that's what I'm saying, survival of the fittest. Because sometimes, I don't know why I'm on my soapbox about this, but maybe you need this. Sometimes you will stick your neck out for people, and this is actually a really good representation in the show too. Sometimes you will stick your neck out for people and they will not have your back. You know, once it finally comes back around where like you kind of said, you know what, I'm gonna give you this. I know it's the last slice. You got it. Nah, it's okay. I ate a little bit too much breakfast. You got it. But you know you're like hungry. Sometimes you will make a sacrifice for people and they don't appreciate it. And so like next time around, next time there's a situation, a break room where there's a last slice left, they don't offer it to you. They take it. They take your kindness for weakness. Don't be weak. People will smell a weak leader. Okay? Obstacle to overcome is quite literally the Knight of Wands, because you're not used to being this leader. You're not used to being the king. So you have to grow from this inexperienced leader to a strong, confident leader. The inexperienced leader just like has direction. They're excited and ambitious, but they haven't quite inspired that rally like the king has. Does that make sense? Major accomplishment this month is Four of Cups. I saw this card described in another deck as luxury. and I mean that because you see she has things around her, but she's not quite happy. And I kind of like that interpretation. It's like how lucky you have to be to have options but be able to decline them. So I kind of feel like that's where you are by the end of May. It's like you have options. You might not feel the best, but at least you're secure emotionally. Does that make sense? I just think there's a lot of, it's not, well, it is here. I was going to say there's a lot of self-doubt and worry there. That is really here. But I think you're fighting through that anxiety this month, okay? What to avoid? The hermit. Don't pull back. We can't be the leader if we're pulling back and we're a recluse. Who wants to follow a recluse? Okay? What to embrace is, interestingly, the hangman. And this is why I was kind of saying you need to observe this month. I don't think that this is your month. I apologize for my neighbor's barking dog. She really needs to train him. I have like such a thing about people who won't train dogs, but anyway. I feel that you are not really like making your decrees. You're not really making decisions. You're not completely operating on your own just yet. There is kind of like a little waiting period. I want to grab a clarification card for that hangman. Okay, your card is coming through, and the King of Swords. So the star here, Aquarius energy, you need to have faith. You're not really, it's going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel like you're flailing. You're like, I don't know what I'm doing. You just have to have faith that you'll make it through. And trust the wisdom that you've already attained, Aquarius, okay? King of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Temperance is showing up here as where to find support. This could be from a fellow Sagittarius, but this could also be about patience, which I feel that is mostly related to. You have to have patience. Something I just noticed in this card is that, sorry guys, something I just noticed in this card is that she is grabbing water from a fountain. It doesn't really look like, at least to me, doesn't look like there's a faucet. So she has to have a little bit more patience, right, to get the water she needs, to collect the water she needs, right? Patience is what you need to practice this month. Advice and encouragement is oddly the Nine of Swords, but I don't use reversals in this deck, so I really would interpret this as the reversal meaning, which is you need to get out of the fear, anxiety, doubt, worry, because if you're not careful, it's going to eat you alive. You really, really, really need to like get out of imposter syndrome. I want you to be looking up some meditations on YouTube, about self-worth and self-confidence. I want you to get out of the fear of imposter syndrome. Maybe even Google affirmations for imposter syndrome. I want you to be, I told myself I'm going to start working on affirmations this month for you guys. So maybe that will be something that I do. I might do affirmations for imposter syndrome. That would be a good idea. That would be good for you. Because I get tired of recommending other people's content. I'm actually going to text this to myself. I have too many notes on that. This is why I have so many. I'll just write it down. Nations, imposter syndrome. I'll remember. Yeah, I've got some exciting stuff, some content I want to create this month for the YouTube channel, in addition to the readings. So make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. Part of what I want to start producing are encouragement audios. I actually did do a little bit of voice work. I was trying to really break in that industry. I really wanted to be doing like characters and stuff, but you know, it just kind of didn't open up for me. Or I really, truthfully, I kind of gave up. It's a video for another day. But I have been told all the time that I have a great voice. I obviously sing. So I really am excited to do some voice audios, and I want to do encouragement audios. So that would be like while I will do affirmations for imposter syndrome, I'll probably also do I would do maybe an encouragement audio, which would be like gassing you up. You got this, bitch. Don't let these people fool you. Like, you got it. I believe in you. You are successful. You are abundant. You can do anything you want. Like, I just feel like while it's great to say, I am a master, I feel powerful. Like, I do believe in saying those affirmations to yourself. I also believe that sometimes you just need somebody to gas you up. And I am an ENFP, which is the encourager of the Myers-Briggs personality. I am like the champion. So I'm like your cheerleader. That is in my DNA, literally. So I think that's very fitting for me. We're moving on to your love life, by the way. We're about to get into that. Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me harder. I've been listening to that album like nonstop. It's such a good album. I love this. Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. Like, basically, that's fire. I love that. Love that combo. Page of Wands here again. Star here again. Queen of Swords, back to the deck energy. Emperor. I feel like some of you guys are dealing with a fire sign. We've got Queen of Swords here, which is you as an Aquarius. Emperor. We've got Aries energy. It's the Strength card, which is Leo energy. Okay. Just want to pull an oracle message for you, my dear Aquarius. Okay. Stay optimistic about your love life. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I'll read that message in a moment. Now, I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. This could be relevant whether you're single or partnered. Doesn't matter. Okay, I love what to expect. Queen of Pentacles. This is Earth sign energy. This is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But also somebody, I feel like this is coming up because in your love life, you are feeling very nurtured. You are feeling like someone, perhaps a fire sign, or somebody who just feels very masculine. They're very confident in their masculinity. It's giving you power as well. Like, them being comfortable with who they are is bringing out the best in you. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's somebody in your life that's really attracted to you, attracted to your ambition, attracted to your intelligence. They really appreciate your femininity, and it feels very complimentary. I love it. Okay. Where am I? Unexpected. King of Swords, we've got an air sign here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and the Magician. Maybe some of you guys are manifesting an air sign. Some of you guys are potentially manifesting a relationship to go a little bit faster. Let's see if we can get a clarification card. Maybe you want things to speed up if things have been feeling slow. The World. You're really wanting to lock something down with somebody. I feel like you're ready to lock it down. So you're manifesting, and you want it to happen fast. The World is like completion, getting what you want. A lot of times, the Ten of Cups is more of like the dreams coming true card, but it's like a big accomplishment. It's usually something you've been working towards for a very long time. So that's feeling like that is coming through this month. The theme of the month is Six of Pentacles. There is this balance of giving and receiving. I feel like whoever you're dating or whatever you're calling in a balanced relationship. Ace of Wands, new passions coming in. And then again, Page of Wands. It feels like there's a fire sign here. Okay. I also feel like for one or two of you, you guys might be interested in somebody who has a young daughter. I feel like that's coming through. But more importantly, the Page of Wands is about exploring. It's about seeing what's out there. It's about expressing yourself, through your clothes, through your makeup, through your hair. It's seeing what you can call in with your sacral chakra energy and just your creatrix energy. Okay? Let's read this message for stay optimistic about your love life. All right. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. The romance angels send you this card to remind you that you have a strong influence upon your love life satisfaction. If you've been complaining or worrying lately, the angels guide you to shift to a more optimistic perspective. Even if you've had your romantic hopes repeatedly dashed, there's still reason to hold the faith that real love can be yours, if you believe it. Today, take action steps to positively manifest the love life you desire. Whether you're single or in a partnership, sorry guys, busy street. Whether you're single or in a partnership, begin by visualizing yourself romantically happy and satisfied. See and imagine yourself with a wonderful partner who embodies the qualities that are important to you. Imagine that person appreciating and loving you too. You can write lists and conduct journaling sessions about your feelings, hopes, desires, and intentions. You can also create a dream board with images and phrases related to your love life goals. Paste it onto a poster board. Daily, look at this dream board with positive intent and follow any inner guidance to take actions related to your dreams. Your positive outlook will make you a more physically and energetically attractive person, which will definitely help your relationship with yourself and everyone else too. I love that. It feels like maybe my single girlies are here tuning in for Aquarius this month. You know, if your partner, then maybe, I can still believe that some of this could be related to you in some way, but maybe, you know, there's passion being reignited perhaps with you and your person if you're partnered already. But it feels like that's more for the singles, if I'm honest. Single and dating. Let's move on to your career. Which I'm really excited to see what comes up. Queen of Wands already trying to flip out, or excuse me, Queen of Swords. Whew. I used to feel like, you know, when I would watch other YouTubers, you know, they don't edit out the shuffling, right? And I always wondered that. And personally, I don't edit these videos because I don't have the time. You know, maybe at some point I will, but as of right now, I do not. I do not have the time to edit 12 videos, my love. I don't. And I used to pay somebody to assist me with social media, but it's just not a necessary expense at this time, in my personal opinion. But anyway, I'm saying that to say, I realized that, at least for me, I enjoy watching people shuffle. And I feel that that's part of the experience of watching an online reading. Because, like, you want to know that the reader didn't just, like, pick out whatever. What did I pick up, by the way? Beauty. You want to know that the reader didn't just pick anything out to just craft a message. You want to see it happening. Just like you would if you were having a reading in real life or in person, right? So I realize how important it is for the viewer to see you shuffle. I need this dog to calm down. Can y'all hear this dog? Always barking, always. Oh, I was gonna get a jumper. Sorry. Okay. Legal and motivator. Okay. But I think this is more about balance coming through. We will see. Maybe there is some decision that needs to be made. Hard to say. I need this dog to calm down. Like, if I can hear it. Meanwhile, my angel, where is she? I don't even know where my dog is. She's probably on my pile of clothes that need to be washed. Just quiet as a mouse. Okay, what to expect? This is career again. 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is something painful. It's a painful experience. This is Taurus energy, Hierophant here. Also, it does relate to work, businesses, hospitals, organizations, churches, just institutions. There's a painful experience happening here. Let's see what that's about. The Tower and the Star. Okay. Yeah, Tower here coming up. There's an upheaval that you need to be prepared for, so just brace yourself, Aquarius. Maybe that's why we've got that Four of Cups. You're kind of, in that Hangman, you're kind of feeling like, okay, well, playing a waiting game. You're just kind of waiting to see how things shake out. I still feel like Hermit is coming up again, and the Seven of Swords. Don't run away from your problems, babe. I don't know how things are going to be uprooted in your life, but one thing I am confident about is that you will be okay. All right? Unexpected transition and Six of Swords and Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups could relate to a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Six of Swords is about transition. I was just reading up on this card because it came up in my own personal reading, and I am an Aquarius rising, which actually, truthfully, seeing this, it tracks. It honestly, for what I know I'm going through as an Aquarius rising, related to career and finances, this tracks, okay? Because maybe it's not necessarily your career that you're experiencing the upheaval, but it's in your finances. Maybe you've got some unexpected expenses and you're just like, whoa, how am I going to handle this? Oh my gosh. Now, going back to the Six of Swords, I'll actually read it from the book because I typically relate the Six of Swords to a turning point, but not always for the better. I usually interpret the Six of Swords of like, you know what, there's no fertile ground here. We need to pack it up and go. That's how so I was like, well, let me go back to my book and let me see if there's a message that I'm missing here. Which, and I came across this paragraph under career, work, and finances. It does relate to transitions, of course, in like work-related positions, or maybe you may be realizing it's time to move on if you're no longer feeling engaged or motivated. I'll read these two paragraphs. If you are in a job, then you may be realizing it's time to move on, particularly if your position is no longer engaging or motivating. Or maybe you'll just go for it, take a leap of faith, and leave your job, even without something lined up for the future, to get yourself out of a bad situation. Child, that was me a few months ago. The Six of Swords encourages you to trust that something will rise to meet you. I truly do believe that it will. Financially, the Six of Swords suggests that your circumstances are about to change, and while you may need to make sacrifices along the way, you are heading towards a better financial future. I actually think it makes sense, now that I'm thinking about this, to have the Six of Swords, because just like imagine, the Seven of Swords, like I said, it's about kind of being stealthy, being kind of like cunning, right? If you had to change courses and go to an uncharted territory, if you get there, you do have to be a little sneaky. You don't know who's inhabiting this new island. You don't know what creatures are there. You don't know the lay of the land. So you gotta kind of be cool. You can't just be acting like you own the place. That's just a little side note. That's not related to your reading. Just a little tarot knowledge, 6 and 7. Because you got to think of the suits. It's like a progression Anyway, one day when I release my tarot course, that'll make more sense. So yeah, there's a transitioning happening in your career and finances, Aquarius, but it's because you're trying to go towards something that is more fulfilling for you. While the Knight of Cups does relate to water signs and it relates to romance sometimes, it also relates to what you enjoy and kind of like the things that you find beautiful and satisfying in life. You're trying to chase that bliss, even dare I say peace. Now, theme of the month: Nine of Wands, perseverance, resilience. Two of Wands happening. You've got some decisions to make. Two of Swords, but oftentimes you're going to need to trust your intuition. And then Wheel of Fortune. Okay, divine timing. I just don't understand why these people, you know what makes me mad? When I see these cards, I don't know if you guys heard that, but when I see these cards that have all like that like they're so loud. They be like the ugliest little raggedy cars. And I'm like, why was it necessary to do this to your car? It's not even cute. The Wheel of Fortune, it is about divine timing, good luck, good fortune. It is a very positive card. It's like karma finally giving you what it's due. All right. And maybe that's why we've got that legal card coming out. Maybe it's more about getting what you deserve, right? You might have to take care of some legal matters related to financial issues. You could receive money from some kind of legal matter. This is a good time to handle any legal matters involving money. We also have Motivator coming out. Baby, let me be your motivation. There is a skill you possess that needs to be shared with the world. Consider a career in coaching, speaking, lobbying, activism, or mentoring. You may be in need of motivation yourself or needing inspiration. Honey, if that is true, I would encourage you to either watch sermons, because, a good sermon will kind of help you cleanse your spirit a little bit. I haven't personally watched one in a while, but, you can. Or, maybe watch a sermon. Or maybe, I don't know what it is that motivates you. Only you know that. But for me personally, and I never do this, but again, I just kind of know what motivates me. But something that really motivates me, any Beyonce documentary, just any. That woman works so hard. So hard. And just to see her dedication, it makes me feel like I'm trash. It makes me feel like I don't have it. And I feel like I work pretty hard, but I also can be very lazy. And then just seeing the amount of work she puts in, it just by the time you finish a Beyonce documentary, you're like, let me go run 6 miles and clean my house, because who am I? Because clearly I'm falling behind. So I hope that was helpful for you, Aquarius. So basically, if I could sum that up, there's something that you're going to need to have perseverance for. You might not really know how things are going to shake out, but you're going to have to try. I'm surprised we didn't have the moon come out for you. I'm surprised. But there's a transition, I feel, for the better, in my personal opinion. My professional, not even personal. Look, 9 of Pentacles, back of the deck energy. Abundance. In my professional opinion, I do feel that you will be all right. It's going to be very uncomfortable, but you're going to be good. Now, for the new moon in Taurus, we're calling a new beginnings in just a couple days, all right? So we have the beauty card for you, which I think really tracks with that Knight of Wands card, kind of seeing the beauty in life again, right? And I think this is a good way to round out your reading for the month of May. But this will be likely what will be highlighted for that new moon for you. My little timer is going to go off in just a moment, so I'm going to go ahead and stop that now that I'm just about done. Excuse me. Beauty is like medicine. It can heal even the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just look. Beauty comes in many forms, and we can choose to find it. I love how I look. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable. Okay. Sorry, this is just a little blurb. I see beauty everywhere, and it raises my vibration. That is the affirmation. One of the high needs in my life is that of beauty. I need to be exposed to what I find beautiful often, so to be at my best. You might find that a strange need, it's far from uncommon, especially among creatives or artists. Beauty to me isn't lots of makeup or fancy skincare or society's current beauty ideal. For me, beauty is nature and having things I find beautiful in my environment. I look around me as I write. I can see my inky dark clouds racing over a violet sky and the birds riding the wind, and it's beautiful. On my desk is a small piece of glass a friend made for me and a small bowl full of summer frangipani. I don't know what that is. Oh, wow, this is long. Okay, strap in. My feet rest on a hand-woven carpet of desert colors, and my toenails are painted a shimmering turquoise, my favorite color. All of these are expressions of beauty to me. They raise my mood. They give me joy to my eyes, my heart, and my mind. Everyone can experience beauty every day if they choose to look. One of the most important differences between the ancient pagan and the modern idea of beauty, I believe this chick leans towards paganism, is that the old ways state there is a need for the core of the self to be developed and strengthened to enable and foster true beauty. This is an important two-way double punch, as there is a strong mind-body connection when it comes to both beauty and vitality. Yes, while it is acceptable to use therapies that treat or beautify externally, it's equally important to stop bad habits detrimental to health that will interrupt the good you are doing. For example, you could be using the most effective treatments on the market to nourish your skin, but if you can't give up smoking, there is a finite level of health that your skin can achieve. The unbalanced first world ideal of beauty is at its zenith now, and with more people than ever before undergoing and normalizing plastic surgery and injectable chemicals. Everyone has an individual right to decide how they wish their body to look and adopt an idea of physical beauty. However, it's the source of the influence that is worrying. Who told a woman who has altered her appearance that there was something wrong with her face, eyes, smile, expression in the first place? Okay, this is annoying, but let's continue. Who had the audacity to say you were not enough because she had some smile lines? Think about that. Who is making women in particular so fearful? Who or what wants you to question yourself and the very essence of how you interact with the world and why? Who wants you to be the same as everyone else and less of what you are? Society? Some marketing guy for big cosmetics? A retouched spokesmodel? Real beauty is hypnotic, yet in reality, less to do with youth than it does with the spirit coming through the skin. The word charisma comes from the Greek charis and ma, meaning the spirit shining through. Each of us possesses a unique beauty, one that gives us confidence if we recognize it. Each of us is desirable. Each of us is perfectly formed to be what we want to be. But should we become too obsessed by the external, something that is, after all, fleeting, we may become unhappy and chase an ideal that is impossible to uphold. Okay, so maybe you guys needed this because maybe this new moon in Taurus is going to be highlighting some physical discomfort, like maybe you're not really pleased with your body or your body image. I just kind of feel like I don't know that I felt that all that was necessary. Let's edit that, because here's my thing. Like, I haven't had plastic surgery or anything like that, but I feel like that comes from a place of privilege. Let me just say, if you're reading this and you have some alterations, if you're listening to this and you have some alterations you want to make to yourself, don't let this Stacy DeMarco fool you into thinking that you shouldn't want to make those changes. Okay, people want to make changes to their body image for lots of reasons. People might want to lose weight, people might want to gain weight to feel confident. It doesn't really matter to me the source of like who told you that your smile line, like I say, because I want them gone. I want my face to be tight. I want my hair to be a certain color because I want to. I saw it in somebody else, I liked it, and I think it'll look good on me, so why not? And let's just like quit playing this game that we're all equal. Yes, in essence, everyone is beautiful, okay? Yes. And truly, I really do mean that. Like Kim Kardashian is not attractive to some people. You know what I mean? So everyone is beautiful to someone else, okay? But you have every right, just like this little thing said, to want to make changes for yourself. So, like people who have huge breasts, they might want a breast reduction. They don't want to walk around with big old titties all the time. So I'm just gonna take this little permanent marker. I just felt like a lot of this was not necessary. Like, we didn't need to know all the little things in her desk. We didn't need to see that or know that. It just feels unnecessary to me. I'm sorry. So honestly, honest to God, if I pull this card for another person, I'm only going to read the last paragraph because that's the most relevant part that I found about it. With that being said, Aquarius, and maybe you needed to hear that. Maybe the whole purpose of me pulling this card was for me to remind you, hey, if you want to change your body image, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just trying to decide if I want to pull any other card for you. I'm actually just going to pull you a bonus card, Aquarius. Okay. From my essential oil deck. We've got heart chakra coming out. Trigger statement to release. I feel conflicted. True statement to embrace. I am true to my highest self. This is about centering and aligning, okay? Your focus needs to turn within to reflect on stories that are not true for you. Love is the way through. Yeah, so what lies have you been telling yourself? In a way that does connect to the beauty a little bit, but what stories have you taken on as your own that are not? You know, what identities have you assumed that are not, in fact, your identity, right? Get in alignment. Get centered. I love you so much, Aquarius. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and listening to your reading for May. Be sure to subscribe so you can be alerted when I release the readings for the second half of May. I like to do the month as a whole, and then I like to do check-ins. So that's why I release like longer readings bi-monthly. So be sure to subscribe. If you're not already, follow me on TikTok and Instagram so you can find little content there. I'm going to start posting different content on different platforms because I want people to have something to look forward to, whether they follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. But either way, I'm just happy that you're part of the community. If you like this reading, share it with someone else. Give them their sign, you know. And of course, if you want your own personal reading, all of my links are below, and you can schedule a session with me at any time. Bye for now.